Hi English 111 students. I wanted to spend just a little bit of time talking about the outline. Some of you may have never completed an outline. Some of you may use outlines for yourself whenever you're writing. I think they're a useful tool in a very simplistic way. I'm not asking for any sort of really complex kind of outline. What I find useful for them is that they allow you to sort of sit back and think about the structure of your essay, which we talked about last week, and where your ideas are going to fall and in what order. It's a fantastic way too to kind of get going on a draft, because you can go back and just sort of plug in your paragraphs and your ideas, and it gives you a chance to read and reread your writing so that you're more likely to turn in something that is academic and well done whenever you turn it in. So in Moodle, if you look under sample assignments, I have posted a sample outline. And when you open that, it's going to be a Word document. So here in Firefox, it downloads a certain way. Okay, so here it is as a PDF. I've shown you exactly what I want you to do. So paying attention to these red boxes tells you exactly what the outline needs to look like. So it's all MLA format, so I did my little MLA heading here. I gave a title of the outline just to show which essay it's for. And then along the left-hand side, in bold, are the different sections of the essay. So remember last week when we talked about essay structure for academic essays, we talked about the intro paragraph, and it's shaped like an upside-down triangle, right? It begins broadly and then it narrows. Then we talked about each body paragraph being one idea. And then we talked about the conclusion paragraph. So we're going to use that structure to create your outline. So the first line is to tell me what your topic is. So you'll tell me whatever it is that you've chosen for that particular essay. Then next to each section, so intro, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, just give me a brief explanation of what that paragraph is going to be about. So in this sample, analyze the similarities and differences between composing an essay, that should not have a D, and baking a cake. So notice it gave me a chance to proofread, right? So introduction paragraph. Begin broadly with the idea that we understand our world by comparing tasks, introduce my two topics, my thesis, which is the last sentence of the intro paragraph. It can be helpful to think of writing an essay as one would think of baking a cake, and a task of completing writing for school will become easier. Okay, so that's my intro paragraph. Each body paragraph is one idea. So this one is a difference. So the first difference is that an essay is for academic purposes and cake is for fun. Body paragraph number 2. The second difference is essay is logical, cake is about taste. Body paragraph 3. The first similarity. Both require certain elements, a recipe. Both are best completed in steps, and both can make the creator proud. So those are each going to be fully developed paragraphs once I turn in my essay. Here for the outline, I'm just saying what that paragraph is about. And then my conclusion paragraph, here you would just explain what your conclusion paragraph will do, so another couple sentences, kind of like for the intro. And then at the end, list the sources that you're going to use for your essay. I mentioned last week when you were writing about research in your journal that all of the essays that you write for this course are going to require academic research. So by the time you get to the point that you're turning in your outline, I would like for you to list in MLA format, like they would appear on a works cited page, list the sources. So this first essay, the comparison and contrast, you're required to use a minimum of one scholarly source. So I would expect to see at least one scholarly source listed here. All right, so what if I wanted to create an outline? So this says to keep the bold labels, and feel free to add as many body paragraphs as you want. There's really no prescribed number. So when you start your outline, I'll show you what it looks like. So here it is in Microsoft Word, and this is just the blank version of what you saw there on Moodle. So outline for the comparison contrast essay, I would start here, type up my topic. So the purpose in your is comparison and contrast essay is to prove that one item or idea is better than the other. So maybe my topic here is the Steuben dressage snaffle bridle is better than the Ovation snaffle bridle. Okay, so there's my topic. Tells me what I'm comparing and contrasting, and it actually tells me what I'm going to prove is true, that one is better than the other. That's what you're doing in your comparison and contrast essay. So then I would go ahead and spend a little time thinking, well, how do I want to compare and contrast them? What differences do I want to show? What similarities do I want to show? Each body paragraph is going to be one or the other. So remember, one idea per body paragraph. And then I would type up what my conclusion paragraph is going to do, and then I would type up here the sources, at least one, that I'm going to be using in this comparison and contrast essay. So that's the outline. You're going to be doing one of these for each essay. You turn it in on the Tuesday before the essay is due. The essay will be due on a Sunday. So that gives me a chance to kind of see where you're headed, the ideas that you've put into this list, and I can give you some feedback and help you out. You know, if you need sources, if you need additional ideas, if something doesn't make sense, I can drop comments in there, and it's going to help you write a better essay because I've already seen and given you feedback on sort of the skeleton of the essay, just kind of the bare bones. So that's the outline, and have that turned in on the Tuesdays whenever they're due. So check your course schedule. You'll see the dates for all of the outlines, and I look forward to seeing what you're going to write about.